Hello and welcome to FinCademy. RBI has made certain changes. They have amended some rules which will be applicable from 2026 onwards. Few I have taken for your understanding because it is normally applicable for every common man in India. So let us take one by one. The first one is credit score being updated on weekly basis. What happened earlier, when you take loan from a bank, then there are agencies like CIBIL, Equifax, CRIF, Highmark. What these agencies are doing, they are maintaining record, complete track record of every borrower who has taken loan from bank. Now, these agencies used to update their records on monthly or 2 monthly or quarterly basis. But now, what is happening? The RBI has changed it, and RBI has told these agencies that you will collect the data every week. Now, every week, these CIBIL, CRIF, Highmark, Equifax, they will collect information from banks for those borrowers who have taken loan from the banks, and they will update their record. Now, understand, even if you have taken loan today, it will be get updated within next week. Earlier, there were frauds, how people were taking loan from one bank, and by the time it get updated in the CIBIL report, the borrower was approaching other banks for loan because there was a transition period of say 1 month or 2 month or 3 month for the CIBIL agencies to get their records updated. And when they approach another bank, the other bank was not able to track their record that whether they have taken loan from any other bank or not. Of course, there were inquiries in the report, but they were not critical proof that yes, they have taken a loan. This is one. But another thing in this particular heading is that even 1 day delay in EMI of your credit card payment or loan payment, that will also impact your CIBIL score immediately rather than waiting for 2-3 months. It will impact now immediately. So it is better to keep the record and to keep the payment intact for each and every loan which the borrower has taken. Now let's discuss the second one. This is no prepayment charges on floating rate loans. Normally, floating rate loans are home loans and other personal loans. See, there is one fixed rate loan and one is floating. The difference is that fixed, it remains fixed through the tenure, entire tenure of loan. It is not changed. Even if there is a decrease in the rate of interest as per the RBI policy, then also it remains fixed. Whereas the floating rate, it keeps on changing based on the RBI or internal policy of the bank. If there is any benefit, the customer will get the benefit of reduction in the rate, or if there is any increase, the bank will increase and the customer will suffer higher rate of interest. Now what RBI has done, RBI has told banks and NBFCs that they cannot charge prepayment amount or prepayment penalty on the loans which are sanctioned based on floating rate. Because earlier the banks and NBFCs were charging prepayment. Suppose you have taken a loan in 2022, now you are making full closure of that loan from your own sources. So banks used to charge 2% or 4% of the outstanding loan amount as a penalty, so that you have to pay the penalty, then only you can get your documents back. But this rule is now changed. So now banks and NBFC cannot charge any amount in the name of prepayment charges if the loan has been sanctioned on floating rate. Fixed rate loans, they may charge. There is no such ruling as of now. Now the third important change is dormant accounts may close. Means whatever inactive accounts are there in the bank which are having zero balance or there is no transaction for past 2 years, so the banks now may close it and the amount may be submitted in the depository account of Reserve Bank of India, which is known as Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, DEA Fund, which is maintained at the RBI. So first you understand what is dormant, but before that you should understand what is inactive account. Inactive account is account where there is no transaction for a period of 1 year. And if this continues for another 1 year, that means for total 2 years, if the account remains inactive, it becomes dormant. Okay. So any amount which is kept in this dormant account will be transferred to Depositor Education Awareness Fund maintained at the RBI. But before that, the bank will give you SMS and will you intimate you about such action being taken by the bank. So it is better that you transact at least 100 rupees if it is not active for the last 1 year to avoid this situation in your account. Or you can just go to the bank, visit your bank and update your KYC. That will also solve the purpose. So these are the major changes which are made by the RBI. Follow for more.